today. From Toronto, Canada, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Toronto Mounties, the Columbus Explorers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Columbus Explorers and the Toronto Mounties. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto Ball Club as they enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game...
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The throw over the middle, taken in. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 51 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Explorers are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Jordan. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over first and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5. Maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jordan. Under pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Looking to throw. Jordan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. 39 yards on the punt. Give them just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That's good for 28 yards.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Explorers go up by 2 touchdowns. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Toronto's offense ready to take over. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Jordan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up a throw. And complete into the hands of Fowler. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's McKinney. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Jordan.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fowler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now we'll throw here to his running back.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jordan. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And it's a fumble. It's going the other way. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Over the middle, complete. It's Fowler. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 2. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, and it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. The Bucs looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. The Panthers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Jordan. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Jordan.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Partner, this is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the second half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here to your kicker. But even this is no good.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a first carry for their fullback. Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Back back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrison. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jordan. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jordan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Throwing on 1st down. Jordan. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw on 2nd down. Jordan. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Jordan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Back to throw. Jordan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
55 rushing yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now this one complete on the slant route. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that.
2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watts. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Jordan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down. Looking to throw. Jordan. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watts. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Back to throw. Jordan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, Jordan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, Jordan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jordan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jordan. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Mounties are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A give to the fullback on the dive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle they go. Watts. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, this from 46. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for our visitors, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.